Welcome, all you entertainment holics out there in radio and television land. It is time yet again for another thrilling, exciting installment of, you guessed it, Wicked Entertaining, coming at you live every week, pretty much Monday through Friday. We are on 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern time on Rock Rage Radio. We are also on Rock Rage Live, which you're seeing us on right now. And we're also on iHeartRadio, SiriusXM, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iTunes, Spotify, Audible, Spreaker, Podbean, Blog Talk Radio, Stitcher, and TuneIn, amongst many other sites. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts and or radio broadcasts all around the world. We're also on the following video platforms: YouTube, Vimeo, Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram TV. You can find us under, typically it says Get Real Global TV. We are distributed by Sony Music Entertainment, Sony Music Publishing, The Orchard by Sony, Art19, BMG, as well as 50/50 Global Music Incorporated. I am your hostess with the mostest, Jennifer DeVoe Muse, a.k.a. Jenny. I am joined by... Where are you? You're here somewhere? I don't know. Back there? Yeah, no. There? Yeah, no. Back this way? There? No? I don't know. Where are you? There. Oh, there he is. I wanted to fuck with the creepo. Do you feel like you had a little bit of vertigo there for 5 seconds? That was the Muse. And I know it's dark in here. Let's put it that way. You're hard to see. It's dark in here. Yeah, well, that's why I need to get us set up to where we're sitting side by side so everybody can see both of us. That's what we need. All right, that's our next step right there, getting it all set up so the Muse can be on every week with me. And hell yeah. But we got James Muse, aka The Muse, with me. As together we're Jenny and The Muse, and of course our regular group of hosts. Hopefully, our buddy Mac Daddy of Metal, Shyler Staver, will be able to join us at some point. We also have our usual other guest hosts that we have on regularly. We have Amy Bowman, the sultry songstress. We have Greg Coster from, he's a radio host and producer in Northern Maine. And then Amy Bowman is a, front woman and now, radio host and producer. And then, of course, we got actor, producer, and fitness trainer Derek Webb, as well as, like I said, James Muse and Shyler Staver, who is our man about town. He goes out in the field and covers concerts. So if you would like him to do media coverage for one of your concerts in Southern California, hit me up. That's Shyler Staver. He is the front man for, 2 or 3 different bands now. Now he's got Burn the Ships and Side Effect, and he's got another band that he's doing work with right now as well. But he typically fronts like metal styles of music, types of bands. And then Amy also does metal. So, but if you want to be featured on our show, also hit me up, Jennifer DeVoe Muse, or hit us up on our Wicked Entertaining page, or, I don't know, give a shout out to Rock Rage Radio, and, ask them to be on my show, whatever you need to do. Just hit us up. We'll get you facilitated for that. But we are here, speaking of amazing music, we have our featured guest this evening, none other than Justin Symbol, a.k.a. Star Daddy, and also frontman for the God Bombs. What's up? How's it going, my man? Fucking missed you, dude.
I know, I miss you guys. I miss seeing
you
guys every week. Oh my god, Hollywood, you guys are always there. I'm like, damn,
man. I fucking miss it, dude, so fucking much. Like, I'm so used to going out like 3 to 5 nights a week and going to a local venue. Like, I'm always running into you at like, one time I ran into you at the Viper Room. I've run into you a few times at the Rainbow and a few times at the Whiskey. Plus all the concerts we attend for you, and plus I manage. I manage you.
Yeah.
Huh?
We
Oh,
met at Green
yes.
Jello.
That is very true. Oh my God, that was so fucking long ago. And then, you hit me up about playing my concerts, and I started putting you on my concerts at Petey's place in Tarzana, which is now called The Last Call.
Oh God, that's awesome.
Yeah, she sold the venue, so that really sucked. I'm like, damn it, everything's just like the last call.
It's like, all right, let's skip to the last and get it over. Let's just get wasted right now.
They're booking for shows though. You know, maybe you could hop on a show. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, I'm down. Whatever.
I do miss booking concerts though. But so I heard you were telling me earlier about how you just got back from tour. So you want to talk about that? Like what happened on tour? Hell yeah.
Yeah, we just got back from tour with Green Jello and everyone associated's musical projects as well, aka the Green Jello and the What the Fuck TV shit show. And it was
I love it.
Shit show extravaganza, as we are known for. I mean, everybody, you know, it was like 7 acts, all leading up to Green Jello. Amazing, awesome. Everybody did a few songs, and I was just blessed to be able to get back on the road for the first time since 2019. And obviously, the big highlight of the tour was we did play Gathering of the Juggalos. So I was there on the stage with Green Jello and getting like Fago and shit thrown at me, and like all the craziness.
Goddamn fucking Juggalos and Juggalettes. Whoop whoop. Fuck yes. Oh my God, Fago's the shit.
We were whooping for days because we got there like for 2 days. We toured our way from LA all the way to the
that's
Gathering.
So awesome. I wanted to go so bad, but my child lost his fucking job at that time and put me in a financial situation to where then I could not just go where I wanted. So I'm hoping if you play next year, I'm going to save up for it and I'm going to buy tickets ahead of time and whatever else I got to do. Just so I can like go, because I've been wanting to go for that for decades, like a long time now. I've always wanted to go.
So worth it. It's so much fun. Like you picture just riding a Ferris wheel, smoking a blunt while like someone's playing on the main stage. Because all the rides are free.
They got rides too. You got fucking rides
for free.
Oh my
free
God.
rides going the whole time. And like there's just like
I'm in love.
It was just everything everywhere you went. And the food actually was really good and cheap and affordable. Like
really?
I was like, wow, this food
affordable food?
Not
holy shit.
And it wasn't total trash either. Like I was like, damn, I'm impressed. And I love Fago, cotton candy, you know.
Dude, it's diabetes in a bottle. That has more sugar than any fucking soda on the market, dude. Even a can of Coca-Cola. I looked at a bottle of Fago recently, and it said like 70-something grams of fucking sugar. I was like, what the fuck? Oh my God. I forgot how sweet it tasted because it's been a long time since I had any. And I was like, and then I took my son, you know, Chance. I took Chance to see Insane Clown Posse play at the Regent in downtown LA, and they played there the year he left, 2020. So I took him for an early birthday present to go see them. They were like March of 2020. That was bad ass. No, 2019. My bad. March 2019. Yeah. Yeah, the year before. That's what it was. Yeah, it was fucking badass show. And then they were shooting off 2-liter bottles of Fago flying all over the place, being launched into the crowd. I suppose probably doesn't have a concussion or got their eye put out or some fucked up shit.
Fireworks going off. I actually took shrooms, right? I took shrooms, and I'm watching, and the Insane Clown Posse is performing, and there's just a sea of like Fago and people. There was a sea of people on the stage. A million people on the stage, and I was looking at the Ferris wheel, and it started like swirling and shit. I was like, whoa. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting there with my girlfriend, Autumn. All of a sudden, a bottle rocket comes and hits her right in the boot. And all my trip changed. I was in like Saving Private Ryan all of a sudden. I was like doom, 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 like hearing the heartbeat and shit. I was like Call of Duty. I was like, yo, I'm in Call of Duty. They're attacking us. Like, I was like, yo, they're attacking us.
I have to sell. You're like, I have to protect Autumn at all costs. I will not
I
let
thought
her
we were
get
in the
hit by
war.
a bottle of Fago. Fuck no. You're
I
like
thought
diving in front of
I was
Autumn,
so,
going, no.
I was like, no, we're in a war. Like, it was so much fun.
I can see
It
you're
was so
totally diving across in front of Autumn, like no, to protect her.
Autumn,
You know, and then you're
did I
you're
die
getting
in
hit.
front of
You're
you?
getting hit by bottles of shit, going and
She
you're
said,
like,
she's laughing. She's laughing. She was like, no, you didn't. You didn't die in front of me. You ran. I
That's
didn't run.
horrible,
I
Autumn.
helped
You
him.
man, you should kick his ass just for that alone. I tell you, don't let
No,
him get away with it.
I thought we were under attack from the Germans or some shit. I was like,
Oh my god, it's been forever since I've done fucking shrooms, dude. Oh, so many great memories.
like,
So many great
no,
memories.
no.
I don't know what's better, acid or shrooms. Oh, I loved them both.
After that happened, I was like, oh shit, Mushroom Head's playing. We got to get them. So I got to see Mushroom Head on shrooms. I was like, yo, it all makes sense now. I get it now.
You're on shrooms watching Mushroom Head perform. Oh my god, that'd be badass. No,
was
ow, ow, he's
amazing.
scratching my boob. Get the fuck away from me.
And, you know,
The
I
cat
actually
is trying to claw me.
I toured with Mushroom Head, and it made more sense to me. It made more sense on shrooms at the gathering. Though I was like, oh, okay, now I know. Now I really understand the whole philosophy. I was like, there's a whole philosophy behind this shit.
You hear me? You hear him? He goes, he did the Star Daddy cry. We do that every now and then. We'll just be in the truck and we'll just both do that noise at the same time. We'll just look at each other and go, we're like, I'm sorry. Just
do you do it when you see a BBW or what?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's just hilarious. Yeah. And there's a lot of them here. We're in Maine. a lot of Cadillacs here, you know. Yeah.
Oh, all right, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm just laughing. So every time we see, he was saying, "What are you doing?" Every time we see a BBW,
Yeah.
We'd be doing that all day.
You got to do it out the window, like, ha ha.
That'd be hilarious.
No, he better not do that though.
Inside joke.
James, don't do that.
She's gonna James, don't do that. Oh no, I won't. No, I like chicks, so I usually am the one that points them out to him. Right. So we're okay. Man. We're okay. I don't give a fuck. He don't touch nobody. So what do I give a shit about him looking at somebody for? It's human nature. Be an adult. Plus, more than likely, I'm looking before you do anyway. What? Oh, sorry. I don't even check dudes out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even care. Like, you know, like, I don't know, Brad Pitt or some shit, you know, the usual, like Channing Tatum or something. Yeah. But like regular dudes, like just walking around, you know, I don't really give a fuck about none of that. Like, you know what I mean? So like, but yeah, I'll check out some hot dudes on TV or movies or some shit, but I don't really give a fuck about like dudes walking around like that. I got enough man. You know, the Muse is enough man for me. I don't need anything else. I got the Muse. He's the Mac Daddy.
Holding it down.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a good man. So why would you need to look elsewhere? But so you got some new stuff coming out. I know you got some music coming out from the God Bombs. What do you got going on with that? Oh yeah.
We have a new 7-track album called Simulation coming out. October 14th is the drop of the title track. Is coming October 14th on YouTube. We have an amazing video directed by Jason Kaplan, who I worked with on the last album. He did God is a Dominatrix and The End of the World.
Yes.
Really good cinematographer.
They are both really good.
I was like, dude, you made me look like fucking like legit. I was like, damn, like this.
Very, very good production value. Yes, I agree.
So we did Simulation, and it's a really like the whole album is themed around someone who has like a psychotic breakdown and completely loses touch with reality, and then basically goes on a spree of like murder and insanity. So it's actually a concept album. It's
I
like
said, been
everyone
there.
like it's like, well, everyone has that inside of them, like if they just completely snap, you know. So it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like a yeah, and I was like, let's just like talk about that and explore that theme. And also because I was like, all this serial killer shit is everywhere, and I'm like, you guys like, you know, everyone's talking about serial killers. I'm like, yo, you know, like the serial killer DNA is just in part of the human mind because if someone like gets crazy, is driven
Carl
crazy and
Crew.
snaps.
You know Carl Crew,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. He played Dahmer back in the day, so you know, just saying.
yeah, the Dahmer. Everyone's talking about Dahmer. I'm like, dude, the sociopaths are like running the world, running our society. Fuck Dahmer.
Yeah.
He only killed 7. How many did the
It
government
was only
kill?
7?
I
I
mean,
thought he killed more than 7. Was it only
they,
7?
the government
I thought it was
needs, the
17. I don't
government.
know. A lot of people. No.
I don't know, but I just made that up. But the government needs Dahmer to stay in business. They're like, we got to protect you from Dahmer, and meanwhile they're out there killing motherfuckers in the Middle East and shit, like killing people here, killing people there,
indiscriminately, millions of people. They don't give a fuck, you know, whatever. Drop a bomb on a whole city, wipe out 5 million people. Who gives a shit? You know, we don't care if their generations come out deformed with 3 eyeballs and 15 fingers. They don't give a shit. They don't care. But God damn it, a serial killer. A serial killer, I study the fuck out of serial killers. It's called Know Your Enemy. Yeah. Plus, for some reason, I have a weird fascination with serial killers. I don't know what it is. It's like I have to watch all this stuff about them. I don't know. It's weird. Ted Bundy, Gacy, fucking Dahmer, Manson. And Manson didn't even actually kill anybody. He just orchestrated it, which makes him even worse. And then I also study cults and shit like that, like Jim Jones and all them weirdos, you know.
Yeah, I was watching all that stuff, and at the same time, I was just like kind of reacclimating to being back in LA after bouncing around so much and having gone through, you know, obviously the last 2 records were with my ex-girlfriend Nola Star. Yeah. So we had like we had to like kind of reinvent what this project was all about and what this.
So what's the lineup now? What does the lineup look like now with the God Bombs?
It's very fluid right now. I've been producing all the music myself, and I'm currently working with with my longtime friend Ricky Rubinson, who you know. Yeah, he's I love Ricky. He's a good dude. He's a great guy. I've actually known Ricky since high school. I've known him longer than anybody.
Oh wow.
And he's the one that convinced me and helped me move out here to LA. And he's been a huge part of my music career. Ever since we reconnected, he's been huge. He came on tour with us with Ministry. He filmed the first God Bombs tour. He was there since the beginning.
Fucking love Ministry.
So he's been part of this project. He's been part of this project really since the beginning. He was big with the whole Star Daddy era. He kind of helped me come up with the Star Daddy character. And also he co-produced the entire Star Daddy album, the Symbol Season mixtape. So he's really been a huge part of my art and stuff. And so it turns out that he's really gotten into like industrial music and stuff. And we were just jamming. He has all these synths and shit. Everything looks like a little calculator. It's like these weird little synths and like samplers and stuff. And he just makes these crazy sounds. So the whole album came from us jamming and just like experimenting with new sounds and channeling like old school industrial and all like these old influences and also like more psychedelic because we were like smoking the weed a lot, you know. and we were both going through shit though because he was coming out of an 8-year breakup. He was basically married almost, and he broke up with this girl, and it was very tumultuous. He was living alone for the first time. I had been living alone for the first time a little bit before Autumn moved in here. So it was like this crazy, just psychedelic realm where we're just like venting out all of our emotions and all of our angst. And then at the same time, watching all this serial killer shit. And we were like, dude, like I was like, I just felt like, you know, we're living in a simulation. Like everyone there, we're out here talking about serial killers. There's serial killers are running the government. Like everyone's like, there's crazy people out on the street because it's like an outdoor insane asylum here in LA. Yeah. And I was like, they kind of all came together for me. And I was like, they got serial killers on Netflix. What do they think's going to happen when there's 10 different things about serial killers on Netflix and you got homeless people that are insane? They snap. They're on drugs. They're being intense on the fucking street. But everyone's got Netflix and shit. Everyone can watch their fucking phone. And it's like they're creating a new enemy so that they can protect us from it. That's what I
Yeah.
realized.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the theme of
Wouldn't
the
surprise
album.
me.
Absolutely. And it's like, because we need something to be afraid of, obviously. You know, we need
Well,
this like
yeah. That's how
overbloated.
they control
Yeah.
us. That's how they control the
Cool.
masses, is through
It's
fear.
like,
Religion and
exactly.
law,
Yeah.
politics, all that it goes to control us, because
We
if
all
you're
know
afraid of going to hell,
Hollywood.
you're going to some evil place. You're going to hell. If you do this, and this, you're gonna be condemned, and you're gonna go to hell, and your soul will be tormented forever. You know, and so that keeps us in line, because people are scared to go to hell. So like that holds them back from like committing murder and rape and a bunch of other fucking shit that God only knows, you know, what else they might do if they weren't scared of some eternal consequences. You know what I mean? Like in the afterlife beyond this. And then they're scared of the law, because now the law is going to keep you in check while you're still alive. And then the hell,
Right.
it keeps you in check for when you're going to die. And then so they got you coming and going. And so if they can control you through the religion and through the law, then it will make you not do all this, that, and the other thing. But some people don't fear any of that. And some people weren't raised around any of that. So if you don't fear something like that, you don't fear going to hell when you die, you don't fear the law, and you know how to get around things or circumvent whatever, or who knows, you know, it's like Ted Bundy went for years killing people. So did Dahmer, so did Gacy, so did all of them. Went multiple years before they were finally caught. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so
But
that's
it's
what you
bigger
got to
than,
look at.
like, I think Christianity, that whole dynamic about Christianity is that kind of the control mechanism, like you're talking about. And that is the
All
control
religions.
mechanism that's been,
Yeah.
it's been dominant throughout most of civilization as we know it,
Yeah.
obviously, because, you know, we can measure time in terms of years after death or before Christ, right? So it's all rooted in Christ. But I think the control system now is more about the narrative that they're like, there's killers out there, there's bad people out there, there's criminals out there. But at the same time, what created the criminals? What created the addicts? What created the crazy people that are out on Hollywood Boulevard?
The government.
It's a broken system. There's no support system. They're half of the dads are in jail on petty drug charges and stuff.
Yeah.
The war on drugs is not working. The war on mental health is not working. The war on the poor is not working.
They don't truly want it to work either.
They want it to work. They want us to all be pitted against each other.
Yeah.
BLM. No. All lives matter. No. This matter. That matter. That's it.
There's a drag queen on RuPaul's Drag Race that said it best. Look over there. Get it?
Right.
While you're looking over there, they're doing 50 things over here behind your back that you're not seeing, because they're going, look over there, and you're so distracted because you hate this person because of their religion, or that color because of their color of their skin, or this person because of their gender, or this person because of their sexual orientation, or that they want to get married to the same gender, whatever. You're so mired or so petty or so stuck in your convoluted thinking, and you're so twisted by everything, and you don't have enough of an open mind to think for yourself and be open-minded to you know, celebrate everybody. Celebrate, you know, everybody. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. I don't give a fuck about your color. I don't give a fuck about your gender. I don't give a fuck about your sexual orientation. I don't care about what religion you practice or whatever. I don't care. As long as you're a decent person and we all treat each other with respect, that's all that should matter. But the government has us so like mired down in our differences and pitting us against each other, and like micromanaging everything. It's not just, I hate you because you're gay. Now it's, I hate you because you're a transgendered person. So it's a subdivision even of the division. You know what I'm saying? So it's just more and more layers of breaking us down.
Or it's, I hate you because I think you're a Trumpy and I think you're racist because of these things. But you
automatically assume the person is racist because they believe in Trump or they voted or whatever. Yeah, I get you. And it's not as cut and dried as that sometimes.
exactly. And there's like a lot of assumptions made on a lot of sides about who's who and who's what. And when I toured and I actually went through the South, and I thought like when I went to the South, people were gonna like attack me and say that I was like gay or something just with the way I looked. Because I grew up in New York City thinking that everyone was like a redneck who hates
that all
anybody
hates
that's
people of color, that hates people that are gay, or hates people that are women, whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
And it was the opposite. Everyone was like, "Yo, man, you're in a band. That's so cool." And everyone's like welcoming me into their homes. I went into one family's like trailer home that they lived in, and they let us all stay there on the first God Bombs tour, and we watched Rocky Horror Picture Show for the first time.
Fuck yes!
And Rocky Horror Picture Show, the epitome of what you said, trans, like it's
transgendered, cross-dressing, drag queen, gay, all that. Yeah,
that I grew up being told were hateful. I grew up being told these are the hateful people, and they're like, "Hey, let's watch this. This is my favorite movie." And that's when I realized
some are, but there's some in the north, some in the west, some in the east. It's everywhere. People are people. Either they are or they're not.
It's on
either they are or they're not. Yeah, you can't just cut and you can't just say, "Oh, because somebody lives a certain place that they must be this way." No. I agree.
Yeah, there's a lot of wild stuff happening right now. It's such a crazy, like, tumultuous time in history, and it's just exciting, to see it. But like, I don't, I just try to keep my vision clear, like free from all mainstream narratives, any kind of narratives of whoever's canceled, whoever I'm supposed to hate right now. I'm like, okay, why am I supposed to hate them? Why is that person canceled? Why did they want to silence that voice? Why was that voice silenced?
There's always a reason. They said something they didn't like.
Yeah. Today they're saying Kanye hates Jews. They said Kanye hates Jews.
Oh, I heard something. He made some comment or something. I don't even know what he said, but I saw some tweet about it by Sarah Silverman. I saw something about Sarah Silverman. Is it? I don't even know what he said. I didn't even look. I looked at it for half a second and then I clicked out of it.
They just want to get rid of him. So they just want to get rid of him. That's what it is. His quote was taken out of context.
What did he say even? I don't even know what the fuck he said.
He was literally talking about specific CEOs that he was feuding with these CEOs on Instagram. He was talking about specific CEOs. He was like, "Y'all are Jews and I'm feuding with you." But he was like, at the same time, all black people are Jews in a way. So basically he said some Kanye shit that was like, wait, what? And then it makes you think. And you're like, all black people are Jews. Okay, so how is he going to hate Jews? And then if he hates Jews, but he's saying all black people are Jews, he's saying he's a Jew.
The original
tribes. How is the media? How are they going to twist that? How are they going to twist that and say Kanye is attacking Jews? He's literally talking about 3 CEOs. And he was saying that all blacks are Jews anyway. So it's like, wait, but how is that he hates Jews? He's had so many collaborations throughout his whole career with Jewish people, like all kinds of, whether musicians, fashion people, artists, whatever. So they just take it out of context. And that's the danger. Like,
aren't you from a Jewish household or one of your parents?
Yeah, I just came out from Israel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, aren't you part Jewish? Or right? I mean, that's what I thought. I'm like, so if you're not taking it offensively, you know what I'm saying? And you're Jewish. So that's what I'm saying. If you're not taking it offensively, you see it for what it is. You see the quote or what he was trying to say for what it was. You weren't trying to be like, oh, because okay, so Sarah Silverman obviously is a Jewish comedian. You know what I mean? We all know she got kind of a mouth on her, but maybe she just took what he said out of context and then ran with it. And
exactly. Then, well, it's popular because he's giving them, but what they don't realize is that Kanye is the new shock rock. So he wants them to react the way that they're reacting because he's basically pitting himself up against the major corporations. He's actually doing something rebellious. And in this, he released a 30-minute video today, which whatever they're talking about it's all to get attention to this 30-minute video. In this video, he shows a lot of things. He shows a private deal that he had with Adidas where he was like, yo, you're literally stealing my designs. And they admitted it. And he was reporting it secretly. So he shows all kinds of shit. To me, this is like a modern day Salvador Dali. This is an art video. There's all kinds of weird shit that happens in the video. Okay,
Wow.
it starts out like a video game. It starts out like a video game, but it's crazy. I can't even explain it. You have to see it.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'll have to go
But yeah,
watch that then. That's nuts.
but also in this video, he talks about how people can farm for themselves to grow their own food in urban environments because that's the future.
Oh
Because all
wow,
these corporations,
that's awesome.
the corporations, because they're the ones that really run the world, right? And they hide behind the smokescreen of the governments and the Republican versus Democrat and all that nonsense, right? They hide behind all that blah blah.
Yeah.
All noise. Above that is the corporate shit, right? So I call it corporate feudalism, the global feudalism.
Yeah,
And
good way of looking at it. I like that.
He's taking them on because he's like, fuck you guys, like I'm on this crazy shit. So they're like, oh, we got to get rid of him. He hates Jews. He's this.
Yeah.
He's this.
But that's what they do to silence somebody. If you put some bad spin on something, yeah.
He said white lives matter. That means he's racist. How the fuck is he gonna be racist? He's black. He's racist against who?
All right.
What? That's how twisted. But they made us that twisted that we're like, yeah, that slogan means this, and because this programming I received told me this, therefore he's evil. Oh my God. It's literally like that book, 1984, like that George Orwell.
Oh, yes, George Orwell, yes, crazy shit, yeah.
Now his Twitter is canceled, his Instagram is canceled, but what they're doing is they're going to create.
Oh, fuck.
Of course, because they can't have that. You know, they can't have
it. There.
He's calling out the CEOs of all these major companies. He's like,
that probably are part owners of Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and whatever else.
Not only that, but he's telling people, he's saying, he's like, look, guys, it's not about money. It's about who owns the land, who owns the resources, the food, water.
Right.
That's power. And he's like, yo, that's who owns the power. And he's educating people on that shit. And they're like, no. Because he's telling you how to do urban farming now. It's like, yo, imagine people could grow their own food and shit. They could free themselves. Addiction to the fucking fast food.
And it'd be better for us. Yeah, it'd be better for us, to be honest with you.
Exactly. But the government would rather create a smokescreen where we're scared of this and that boogeyman. It was terrorism a while ago. Now it's the serial killers. They're going to make new serial killers because they need something, right?
So each song explores that? Like each song is kind of like a different aspect of that?
The album is about an individual's metamorphosis into that monster.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So this album is just the beginning of the bigger story of what I'm talking about. This is just a snapshot.
Okay. I got you.
But that's pretty badass. The government needs those threats to make you scared of those threats and shit, so that you're not realizing that they created those threats because if you educated people, if you gave them homes, if you gave them a support system, you gave them mental health resources, all these things that we have more than enough resources to give. But instead we're buying missiles. Instead, we're playing whose dick is bigger, fucking Biden limp dick, or Putin, little dick Putin, or little dick Biden. Who's got the bigger dick missile? And that's going to result in the destruction of everyone.
I agree.
It's like, this
I
is
agree.
What we're playing. That's the fucking serial killer.
Yes, that's why our gas prices are through the roof. Why food prices have gone up. Why rent has gone up. Why everything's gone up. Yeah. We have more homeless people than ever before. We have it's gone crazy.
Because the people that were responsible for COVID becoming what it became will not pay for COVID. Instead, we are now going to pay for COVID. And that's what the recession is. That's what the inflation is. That's what it. And so, and then it's going to be this, it's going to be that. It's all about diverting the blame. Diverting the blame. And as long as we're fighting over BLM versus All Lives Matter and this versus that, we're not seeing the fucking forest for the trees.
Oh yeah, exactly. I agree. I'm right there with you. I've been spouting this for decades. Nobody ever listens. I'm just
what Kanye was saying. Yeah. When he said "White Lives Matter" on the T-shirt, what he was saying is that the same CEOs that are now saying Black Lives Matter, and they're saying they're trying to, like I said, pit one person, pit one group against another. pit this group against that, say these people are racist. No, these people, those are the motherfuckers that are fucking have all the money that benefited from all the fucking racism and shit. The same motherfuckers that are actually the colonial ass, like evil ass shit that like people are supposed to be against.
Right.
Are manipulating the narrative and pitting us against each other. So we're arguing down here. It's like these, he said, of course, white lives matter. That's the fucking shit that runs all this shit. That's telling you Black Lives Matter right now.
Yeah.
You know, that's telling people, you know what I'm saying? So that's what he's really saying with that. And people just aren't ready for that message. And like the fact is he's not articulating it the way I hope I am articulating it more clearly right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shout out to Jerry Cormier. Fuck yeah. From Red Rock Engine, Canada. Boom. One of the another artist I manage. Plus they're also part of the Green Jello family. What's up, guys? I miss you. When the fuck you coming down from New Brunswick to see me, motherfuckers, is what I want to know. And what up to Ryan Schwass from Lazy Ass Destroyer? What's up, motherfucker? And yeah, he's like, I see comments on the side, so I'm like just saying shout outs to people.
Oh, let's listen. We got all crazy. Let's go in the comments.
And we got Andy Demmett. Do you know who that is? He says, "What this?" I don't know. I don't know. Andy Demmett.
Andy
Demmett.
Oh, Andy
no,
Demmett.
no, not Andy Dick. That motherfucker. Oh, I have so many Andy Dick stories. It's just hilarious. Anyway, I friend requested him the other day. I was like, motherfucker. It only took me 4 years to get William Charles Manspeaker to finally accept my friend request on fucking Facebook. Because every time he goes to accept mine, I've hit the 5,000 friend limit. Every time he goes to accept mine, he's already hit it. And then so like I one day I randomly, like last week, I was like, fuck this. No, like a couple weeks ago, I was like, fuck this. I unsent the friend request and then I resent it. And then this time he actually accepted it. I was excited. You know, love you, Bill.
Right.
Motherfucker. Speaking of that, they're about to go on they're going to play for the Kiss tour, the Kiss cruise.
Yeah.
Cruise. Yeah. They're about to play the Kiss cruise pretty soon, ain't they? I think.
Kiss us goodbye. Go on Kiss cruise.
Fuck, dude, man, that'd be badass to open for Kiss on a cruise. I would be fuck yes. Dude, that's so badass. I know. I saw Nathan posting about how he was all excited. I don't know. This is Amy. What's up, Amy? Amy Bowman. That's one of my co-hosts. I see you're watching, but you know, yeah, that's okay. Love you. She says this is some heavy shit, Jenny. Oh, he says we talk about some heavy shit. All right, let's play. Do you want to play your new music video for that you sent me? You want to intro it, like tell people about the song and what it's about and stuff?
Absolutely. Yeah, I just want to say like shout out to everyone watching and thank you to like everyone tuning in. And I fucking love you guys. And we always go deep. Our conversations always go deep, and I love that.
They do, yes.
That's what my music is about ultimately. So like this song Bad Man is part of the story of what I was talking about, someone's metamorphosis into like a complete sociopath, a killer. And so this is kind of like after this person has committed these acts, they're basically like, fuck you, I'm the bad man. Like, you can't blame me. Society made me what I am, essentially, is the message of that song. And so it's actually going to be track 5 on my new album called Simulation.
Hell yeah.
And this song is like more, it's definitely like more post-punk. It's more like goth rock. The rest of the album is more like electronic and really heavy. This song is more like a groove. And Ricky Rubinson was like, let's do some shit that's kind of like dub, like some dark dub music, like some old school reggae almost, where you got like those delay sounds and shit. And so he was like doing all these crazy delays and triggering these sounds and stuff. And it was just really cool. And yeah, so this is Bad Man.
Hell yes. All right, we're going to go enjoy some Bad Man. I'll be back in a moment. This is Bad Man. You're a bad man on Wicked Entertaining right here on Rock Rage Radio. And this is some God Bombs. Hell Holy shit.
What's up?
Holy shit. Damn.
Wow,
That was bad. That was hard. That's fucking hardcore.
I was gonna say now.
I like that.
Now.
You like that? Switcheroo. Every now and then you just gotta fuck with people's heads.
I know, exactly.
I love running this shit myself. It's just better. That was a really good video,
Yeah,
dude.
this is great.
So who did this? Who did that again? What's his name?
Well, this video that wasn't what I was. This video was we just shot it ourselves, me and Ricky Rubinson.
Oh, hell yeah!
We shot this video. Yeah, we shot it before we went on tour, and my girlfriend Autumn helped shoot some of it as well. Most of it, actually.
Badass.
Yeah.
Good job, Autumn.
We shot.
Good job.
Yeah, we shot at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and then some stuff here.
Hell yeah! Nice.
Yeah, and I wanted something new to get out there before the tour, and with the original version of the video, it didn't have the guitar in it. And then later after the tour, I was like, this song needs guitar, like it's missing something. So I added this badass guitar, and then Angel Nightmare played a little guitar too. So yeah, and so I was like, okay, this is the version we need to play on this show so that people can hear the final mix that's going to be on the album. So this is the final mix for the album with the guitar, and I'm really proud of. I'm just happy with it, and the rest of the album is like way even heavier. So I think it's cool that you thought this was heavy.
That was really good. I liked it though. Those had a good sound to it. I liked the cinematography. The angles that she did with the camera, just everything. Like it was really good. It flowed well together. So whoever did the editing, did you do the editing also? Because it was put together seamless. It was really nice. put together really
But
well.
the new video, thanks, yeah. But the new video that's coming out October 14th, Simulation, which is the title track, that is shot and directed by Jason Kaplan, and it's going to be banging. I'm really, really happy with him, working with him, and I love what we've been doing. And we're talking about I want to tell this story because I think it's an important story, so that we understand, like, again, the bigger picture of what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And this is the microcosm of it, is like how one individual can kind of be driven crazy by the society itself.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of snap away because of the messages of the society and the lack of community, or the lack of spirituality, or the lack of support system, or the lack of resources, or whatever the case may be. That person can then spiral out onto the crazy path. And I wanted to kind of zoom in on that first, and then kind of zoom out and like, oh shit, you know.
Hell yeah.
This is just
badass.
You know. Yeah.
That's a really good concept for an album, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's about a deeper meaning, a deeper level, a deeper everything. It's not just like the same fluff and crap that a lot of people put out there, you know? So that's what I like about it. It has more of a deep meaning to it.
Well, I just think because we're in an age where like morality is being used to demonize people on every which side.
Yeah.
You're this, you're wrong because of this, you know, and then making these big sweeping assumptions about people and where they stand morally and all this stuff. And also, like, we talk a lot about, you know, criminality and how, you know, there's these murders and there's this and there's the school shooting and there's the shootings.
Yeah.
And it's more and more. And it's like, well, what, like, instead of like, okay, we all know it's bad. We all agree, right? But like, instead of focusing so much on that, because again, with the smoke screen thing, it's like, you look here and I'm doing this over here. It's like, okay, it's bad, but why is it happening? And why is it, you know, and it goes back to the mental health, and like, and it's like, we had a society that had this sense of community and interconnectedness and all these things, and it wasn't perfect, but it was way more harmonious. And it's like all of this online stuff and these corporate messages seem to be like dividing, and all these social media platforms and so on and so forth seem to be sort of dividing that fabric. And kind of like, okay, and it's like, and it's causing people to snap more and more. And then at the same time, like, what are we doing to, you know, like, give people resources so that they don't become the next Jeffrey Dahmer, you know, especially when they're sitting at home watching it on the TV.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer didn't have Netflix with serial killers on it.
Yeah.
You know, imagine a new generation that knows all about the serial killers and shit, because it's like mainstream fucking, they become pop culture heroes. They become like folk heroes. It's like our new version of the Wild West, because America has a love-hate obsession with violence. On one hand, we just promote it, we encourage it, and we're like, we put it on a pedestal and we talk about it incessantly. Dom, number one on Netflix. And before that, it was fucking, you know, Billy the Kid and all those Wild West people shooting each other up and stuff. And it was, you know, and it's like G.I. Joe and it's this guy, that guy, the violence. Like, you, in order to be a man, you got to be violent. You got to be violent to be a man, right? On the other hand, it's America's obsession with like disciplining. You're like, no, bad.
My favorite shit is violent. I'm sorry, metal and punk rock and like, but like violent video games. I love horror movies. I love action. Anything that's like anything that's more violent and hardcore. MMA, UFC, football, wrestling. Anything that's more like hardcore like that. That's how I am.
Right. And
but it helps me to not kill people. It helps me to not kill people, because it lets me get my anger out. So if I go and I play Grand Theft Auto, I can murder people. I can rape. I can fuck a hooker, kill a nun down the street at the local nunnery. I could turn around, steal a cop's car, drive all crazy, shooting up people, robbing banks, and all kinds of other shit, and not go to prison. and then I got my rage out of me. I killed a bunch of people, or I killed a bunch of zombies, or whatever the fuck it is that you're playing. You know, like that's what I do. I play violent video games. I watch some football, and then the anger goes away. You know, have a shot, watch some fucking, go get in a mosh pit, take your frustrations out with the music, and you have a good day. Yeah. So I'm saying.
Right. My point is this, and you're exactly right, and that there needs to be all those safe outlets. We can't demonize violence.
No.
Violence itself is not the problem, okay? Because here's why. Look at animals. Look at a cat. A cat is violent. My cat's violent. He wants to play all the time. If I don't play with him, he'll start scratching me.
My cat will fuck some other cats up. Oh yeah.
We have anger, we have rage, we have these dark emotions. We all have them, and it's okay. It's about how can we all need to have healthy outlets for them.
Exactly.
And it's like everyone needs to have that. Everyone needs to have that bare minimum bottom line where they have that support system, because there's people who don't grow up in healthy homes where they don't grow up with parents that are there for them at all. They don't grow up with any kind of resources or help or anything. But some of those people, at some point, they can start to slide, because some of us know this is just a video game. This is just whatever. This is our healthy way to do it.
Just a video game. Just gets the anger out of me.
But when they don't have access to like mental health resources, other people, and they might turn to drugs because they don't have a support network or whatever, and then those people can and do go off the deep end. Unfortunately,
some people are too repressed. They're too repressed because society has taught them to be repressed, so they don't get that anger out of them. Like, even if you have to go run out into a field, and just start screaming at the air and just get it out of you. Just yell, scream, cry. If you don't want other people to see any of this nastiness, then run out in the woods, yell, scream, cry, get it out of yourself, and then go back to your family and not take it out on them. How about that? I find other ways to get my shit out of me so I don't take it out on others.
I think like that's what we need to talk about more, because that's like where we can spread a message of like, okay, we can prevent this stuff at the root level if we're encouraging meditation in schools, or we're encouraging kids to learn how to feel their feelings, instead of telling kids that boys don't cry and don't have emotion and the girl is this.
That. We all cry. We all feel pain. Also, we all,
the weird mixed messages that we're sending, because it's like we're saying, okay, we hate serial killers, we hate this, we hate that. Of course, we all hate that, yes. But look what the president is doing. Look what the government is doing. So what kind of role model is? Look at all the people that have all the money are like these crazy sociopaths that are like, they have these empires where there's like slaves that are working in all these third world countries and the factories and shit. Yep. This is like what is deemed as success in our system. So why wouldn't someone be a sociopath when like the role model of success is a sociopath? We have to just be honest with ourselves about that.
I'm right there with you. Do you want to play some other songs by the God Bombs or by Star Daddy or anything? Or did you just want to talk about the album and play that one video? Totally up to you. Your time.
Well, I mean, we can play something. One of the other shows I did, they played like an old God Bombs video, which I thought was kind of cool. So I want to play something a little bit more recent, though. I want to play Hyper Capital from the album Supernovas, which is kind of on the lines of what we're talking about.
And tell people a little bit more about that one while I look for it.
Hyper Capital is like this track one of the last album we did, Supernovas, which was a 16-song album. It's like this epic album that we recorded in Colombia. And Hyper Capital is like kind of talking about this hyper capitalist system or whatever that has created kind of the messages that I'm talking about right now. So it's kind of like just like another message about society. And
I found it.
Yeah. Cool. This video was shot by a friend of mine, so I'm pretty proud of it. We just went out in the desert, and Angel Nightmares on guitar and Byron Alvarez on the drums.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 1 second. Let's cue this puppy up. All right. We're going to watch a little Hyper Capital by the God Bombs. Hell yes. I like that. Out in the desert.
Thank
Fuck yeah. Had a good sound to it. I like the keyboards with Angel on there. Loving the blue hair. You know, he looked badass. As always. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
used to him with the red hair, so the blue hair is a nice little
No,
change up for him.
me
Yeah.
and him always had like the red dreads together, but now
Yeah.
I'm the red ranger and he's the blue ranger, so it's perfect.
He looks badass. I like the blue on him. That's good contrast
Yeah,
on his skin
it
with his
looks
skin
really good
coloring
on him.
and the eyes, the contacts that he usually wears and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Badass. Real
it looks
nice.
really, really, really good on him.
Yeah, we should get him on the show.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen him play. Was it
Yeah,
not Boardners? What they call it for a club? What's that?
a
God
Bar
damn it.
Sinister.
Bar Sinister. Yeah, I was trying to think the name they
Angel,
are on Saturdays. Oh yeah.
Angel is amazing, and I worked with Angel at the last minute, as always. I always got to work with Angel, and in this case, the album was basically like 95% done. I recorded everything, mixed it, produced it myself. And I was like, it's just missing some little touches that I know just who to call, you know?
Yeah.
So I went to Angel, and as always, Angel is like the most professional and the most talented. And
he's really good. I
just
like his
did,
band. Yeah.
we just did a couple of days, like 3 or 4 days together. There was a few guitar, a lot of it I ended up playing it myself because I was like, on Badman, I was like, I want like a noisy kind of like thing that's like post punk and fucked up sounding and all this shit and not like kind of deranged, like someone's kind of losing their mind, but they're trying to hold it together and convince you that they're not insane. That's and you know, and he was playing it, and it was like he was playing it so good, and I was like, no, it's too good, it's too perfect, it's too like professional, and like he was like playing an actual note, like a note over and over, and I'm like, no, it's not one note, it's many notes, it's like all notes, but no notes at the same time. You know, it's got to be like. You know, and so I ended up, I was like this, and he just hit record, and he was like, and it was just in one take, and he was like, yeah, I just recorded it. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, okay, perfect. And then I was like, I don't know, that might have been, you know, and then we played it back, and we're like, yes. But then there was another part. I'm like, no, I need you to play this though. And I was like, do something, you know. And he came up with this badass riff, and it was like, so I love the blending of his guitar and my guitar, because my style and his are like completely different, and I love how we work together. It's like there's zero ego. It's just like complete like fusion of whoever does whatever to make it the best it can be. You know,
That's good. That's how it
Angel
should
is.
be. That's how it should be with
Yeah.
all bands. I hate it
There's
when
a lot of
motherfuckers,
times where
you know.
he'll tell me. He told me like on some of the songs, he's like, no, it doesn't need anything. Because I was like, you know, maybe it needs you to. He's like, no, it's fucking amazing. And I was like, wow. Like on the song Simulation, I was like, maybe we can add, because I had done like this noise crazy guitar. It sounds like a plane taking off. It's insane. And it's wild sounding, but it's not like, you know, super like, you know, musical or whatever. It's just like, you know, very simple. And I'm like, maybe we can do like a, you know, something. And he was like, nah, dude, this is fucking amazing. And I was like, damn. That's how you know someone's amazing to work with, when they're like, you know what, this one doesn't even need me. Yeah, this one doesn't even need me on it, because I'm just adding, you know, it's already done. I'm like, wow, he's really like, but then other songs, like it just needed that little thing, and he gave it like the great touch. So really happy with it.
That's good to when you find other people that you can collaborate with like that. You know, that are straight up and like, this this would work, this wouldn't work, this is great. That's good.
You know, he always the best people, they always encourage you. They don't try to make you feel small.
Yeah,
you know, that's
fuck all that shit.
Because like I worked with Daisy Berkowitz from Marilyn Manson. He was like, dude, I love your music. He was like, hey man, I love this album, whatever. He was so fucking down to earth and chill to work with, and he's like, let's jam, dude. He had all these like amps and shit, and he was just like making crazy sounds and stuff. It was like right away we literally just jammed. It was not pretentious at all, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's kind of like, that's how Angel is too. It's like everybody that's really good, they know they're good, so they don't have anything to prove. They don't have to make you feel like
Jay Gordon from Orgy. He's a good dude to work with. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like people like that
Yeah,
that are
he
more
was.
down to earth, more easygoing, more just straightforward and to the point, and not like a dick bag. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They're not acting like they know something you don't know. It's like we're all here doing
yeah,
this together. You know what
like
I
they're
mean?
better than you just
Everyone
because
knows.
they had a bunch of hits, or
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. Yeah.
Or just like like obviously everyone knows more things than other people in certain
Oh, of
areas, but just like
course.
there's a level of respect across the board where it's like
Yeah.
if I think you don't understand this particular aspect of this thing I'm trying to do with
Yeah.
you, let me explain this and walk this through with you and be like, yo, this is what I'm trying to say, like try to communicate.
Yeah.
Type. That's kind of what I'm all about when I'm working with people. And I've recorded with a lot of people, and it's nice to be doing a lot of stuff myself again. That was for a while. I couldn't do it because it was just something I had done in the past. I had recorded my own music for years, but I had stopped doing it for a while because I was like really just not in that space. I was just trying to focus on the art first and foremost.
Right.
Now I feel like I could finally start going back to the engineering side as well.
Oh yeah. All right, you want to play one last song, and what would you want to play?
I think we should play something old.
Play
Are there
whatever
any
you want to
comments
play.
here?
We had a bunch, and then it's been a little while since anyone commented. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But,
I want to play something old. I want to play the God Bombs Hex.
Oh, Hex. Okay, let's go find that one. 1 second. So tell people about this song while I look for it.
Cool. This is the first ever single from the God Bombs when the band became known as the God Bombs for the first time. And prior to this, I had been releasing music under my own name, Justin Symbol, and also Star Daddy. So this is the first single from the God Bombs, and it's like the title track of the debut EP. It's called Hex with 3 X's.
With 3 X's? Yeah.
Yep. The God Bombs HEXX. Hex
There's
XX on you.
So many videos, dude. Hold on. Okay, hold on. HEXX.
And we wrote this song in Brooklyn, New York. We wrote the whole EP in Brooklyn. It was a crazy time.
Okay.
Yeah, and this video was filmed in a bathtub. I had like a dead octopus on me, and there was like this crazy it was like hibiscus. It was like a strobe light. It was horrible. It was like a strobe light. The water was filled with tea leaves that were red tea leaves, and that shit was like hibiscus. So it smelled like hibiscus tea, but it looked like blood. And there was like a dead octopus floating up on me, like, ugh. And then like the strobe light in my face, like I was just like, yo, I feel like I'm in a fucking horror. Like, what the fuck did I do to myself?
Oh, that's badass. I cannot wait to watch this fucker. Oh, hell yes. All right. We're going to go play Hex by the God Bombs right here on Wicked Entertaining Rock Rage Radio. Let's enjoy. Hold that thought. We're pulling her up now. Fuck yes. I can't wait to watch this video. I'm excited. Justin Symbol with the God Bombs. Boom.
Kaleidoscope of lies. Am I the victim or the vision inside? Collective suicide, political patricide. Sipping Kool-Aid, living lies on third eye. Mediocrity, the meek inherit me. The last temptation is the freedom to fly. Infidelity, fucking chastity. Arm and hawthorns, a Babylon lie. Hex, hex, hex. Hex, hex, hex. Every time. crystallize in the sick city, sick. Were we the victim or the vision inside? Were we the victim or the lie that we hide? Every time I put X on you, I put X on me too.
Can we just say, fuck yes? That was fucking awesome. Man, the Muse was over here all.
Oh yeah. Give the
That was
people what they
badass.
want.
That was badass. Fuck yes. Good song. I love it. That was Hex
Thank
by the God Bombs. Fuck yeah. Oh, okay. Can you please tell everyone where they can find your music, video, audio, that kind of thing, and social media?
The God Bombs. Yeah. You just look up the God Bombs on YouTube. Check out the God Bombs on Instagram, the God Bombs on Spotify, all the streaming services. The new album is going to drop on the streaming services on October 21st. So it's like a Halloween spooky time. It's a very spooky, eerie, creepy kind of release. Perfect for Halloween, perfect for the season. And all that's going to drop on all the streaming platforms. But the video for Simulation is coming out October 14th. That's this Friday. And it's coming out on the YouTube channel for the God Bombs. So just search the God Bombs, any platform, you'll find us. And yeah, it's thank you so much for having me on here, and like it's always
You're very welcome.
blast to be a part of it.
Hell yeah. Fuck yes. All right, we want to thank Justin Symbol, aka Star Daddy, aka the God Bombs, for being on Wicked Entertaining tonight. And go check him out all over video, audio platforms, everywhere. Just type in the God Bombs or type in Star Daddy or any of that, and you'll find his videos. You can see different types of music that he does, different projects that he's working on, and go check out all of his social media. Like, share, follow, and subscribe. Those are the biggest things to support local music as well as music from around the world. If you watch shows like this and help to support shows like this, like Wicked Entertaining, you can see up and coming artists from all over the world that are going to be on the show for different types of things, whether it be music, movies, television. It could be sports. It could be freak show performers. Who fucking knows? We have a little bit of everything. Authors, actors, you name it. Come on back. Speaking of Halloween, this being a witchy month, I have many, many awesome things that go along with that theme. Like tomorrow night, we got Joe Castro, award-winning special effects artist. He's fucking amazing. He does all these different heads. He does makeup. He does like all kinds of, you name it. This man has done it, and he's done it for so many movies and television shows. If you've ever seen the show Roseanne and you saw the Halloween episode where John Goodman wore the two heads on either side of his head, where he did like the Three Stooges, Joe helped to build that. So this man has been in the industry for decades, and he just does the most phenomenal fucking work. Not just special effects makeup, but prosthetics. He does full full whole, I don't know what you want to call it, figurines, mummies, whatever they call it. He does like everything, anything you can think of. Whole creatures, like invents creatures, invents like just nutty shit. But you got to go check out his art. Check it out, Joe Castro. He's a special effects artist. And then Wednesday night, we have my friend Lillian Mortis, who is going to be on the show to promote Halloween Hotness. And that is HalloweenHotness.com. It's Halloween-hotness.com. And that benefits St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So they're going to be, going to be raising some money to help that. It's like a local charity event out in LA. We're going to have, Lisa Wilcox is going to be on there. We've got some other actors. Let's see who else. We got Lillian, Lisa Wilcox, and it's a cancer charity event. Hell yeah. So this will go to help people. It's going to be Saturday, October 29th at Madame Tussauds in Hollywood. And it benefits St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for kids and cancer. Got to help it. So Halloween Hotness, go check it out. We're going to be on Wednesday night talking about that. And then Friday night, we got Dilly Briggs from the Dilly Briggs Rock Show coming on. And then towards the end of the month, we've got High Priestess Dawn Marlowe. And we've also got Sasha George, who is a horror and sci-fi author and illustrator. So come on back for more episodes. If you want to be on the show, hit us up. Go check out Justin and his music with the God Bombs and help support local everybody, pretty much. Anybody who's in the entertainment community. We all need a helping hand. We all need support. So like, share, subscribe, and follow. So till tomorrow night. Peace out. Thanks you for watching. Love you, dude.
Peace out. Love you too. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Bye.